Well, a very good morning. Welcome back to the West Lothian Bowls Club for day 2 of the Scottish International Open and our final 16 matches. We have got this morning Aaron Johnson against Wayne Willgress, but coming up a little bit later on at 1 o'clock we see Nick Brett against Darren Burnett. At 3:45 and 6:30 we have also got our quarter-final matches. So it is now time to welcome out the players here onto the rink. So please welcome out from England, Aaron Johnson. And his opponent for this match, world number 9, England's Wayne Willgress. Going to hand you up to Jason Parkinson and Darren Burnett in the commentary box.
Well, thank you very much, Jack. Once again, a very good morning, everybody. Welcome down to West Lothian Indoor Bowls Club for the World Bowls Tour's Scottish International Open for 2024. Great game ahead, and joining me in the commentary box for this game is Darren Burnett. Hi, Darren.
Yeah, good morning. An interesting lineup this morning. Two players that will know each other very well. Both bowl out the same club down in Norfolk.
Yes, it's a local derby, really. You know, they playing the same team with each other, so they'll know each other's game really, really well, strengths and weaknesses. It's a great chance for Aaron Johnson here at this venue. Only 2 of the players that are not within the top 16 managing to get through to the second round. The other one, of course, is Darren Weir, managing to beat Alex Marshall, MBE. So big chance. Good game to put on the stream as well, personally, but I think, because both players, very animated players, you know, you can actually see what they're thinking almost, and I think that'll be really good entertainment as the game builds.
Yeah, absolutely. Aaron had a very good first round victory against Jamie Walker. Played on the next rink to me yesterday at the same session time. He played very well.
I'd like to thank you for joining us on Facebook and YouTube. If you are on Facebook and you want to know a question about the event or ask Darren a question while he's with us, just pop them in the chat function on Facebook and we'll try and get them asked. BBC joining us later on today for the quarterfinals on BBC iPlayer and Sport pages. Wayne playing with the Aero, playing with a Revolution model, size 3s. Quite a decent bias bowl.
Yeah, that's... Most bowls are going to turn pretty well on the rink here. Playing at a good speed. Hands are bending very well.
Aaron's playing with a Taylor Ace. Quite a small bowl, it's only a size 2, but he handles them quite well. Plays with them indoors and outdoors.
Interesting change of hand. Just push through it slightly. Catch the ball though. Yeah, he's line 2. Plenty of room for Wayne. Expect to see the correction with this one.
Here comes the winner. Aaron's one of these players, he's never afraid to play an attacking bowl. He's always, you know, he's always there or thereabouts. Some players always back themselves on a draw. I think Aaron sometimes the other way. You know, he's quite good at playing that bowl, just allowing it to bend slightly. So there's a couple of options. Draw on either hand, we can elect to try and play the bowl.
Yeah, he's switching back down on his backhand.
Reaching draw, is he playing?
Don't know if he's pushed it though.
Yeah, I thought he might have just been up at that, a couple of options. Free chance for Wayne with his last bowl. Little grimace there from Wayne. Is he too quick? just ever so slightly. So 1 to Wayne.
Yeah, not easy first end of the game. Slightly loose end from both players. They'll probably be delighted it's only one shot to Wayne.
First end.
4 greens still in play here this morning. On rink number 2, you've got Jason Greenslade playing Stuart Anderson, the defending champion and world number 1. Rink number 3, Michael Stepney against Robert Paxton. And right on the end rink there, rink number 4, Les Gillett against Greg Harlow. So some really good ties going on this morning.
And check down 29 metres.
Wayne playing the forehand. It's probably the biggest hand on the rink.
Yeah, I think that'll be the popular choice coming this direction, particularly. Most players will try and get that hand. If you can get in first, you might force your opponent down the other side, which is there. It's playable, but it's certainly the harder of the 2 hands coming in this direction.
Good opening bowls from both players. Needs to beat the front.
Just enough.
2.
Yep, that's made a pair.
The last one's a foot in front. It's about 16 inches past.
Well, this looks like a narrower line, much narrower line.
Yeah, he's missed his line with this one, I think. Not pushed through it either.
Big chance for Aaron. Looking to close it down a little bit.
He's definitely on a good track.
Wants to leave the jack alone and he's perfect. Yeah, well played. Good 3. Can you see Wayne go for something?
Yeah, he's just missed his line with the first 3 draws, so could have licked it. Probably needs to get the brown front ball onto the jack. Kills it off to the left hand side as we're looking, then he's going to have the respots on that side well covered. It's a type of hand on the forehand. He can certainly still draw this, there's no issue with that. It's just having missed your line with the first 3, whether you're prepared to take that risk. Damage limitation and try and run into it. And the forehand suspect it's a draw.
Just looking to get to Aaron's last bowl then. Say a little flick on the jack would be bonus.
Definitely on a better track. All his pace to get back though.
Asking it to bend. Always sitting away.
Yeah, just overcorrected. Great effort.
Looks like it's still 3 looking out the window from where we're sat. Huge chance. The body language looks like he thinks it's slightly quick.
He's on this big wide line, it'll hook back perfectly fine. Just whether he runs, actually.
Snatching it back, but it needs, like you say, it needs to run. Just don't think that's made it. 3 it is. Good 3 though.
Aaron Johnson.
3 shots, Aaron Johnson, set score 1-3 after 2 ends.
Well, let's see if he stays to that pretty long jack. So he's brought the mat up a metre. They just played 29 metres, so it's going to be very similar if he plonks it on the tee.
Jack length 29.5 metres.
29.5. Line doesn't look too bad. Well played.
Yeah, good opener. He wasn't sure if he let it go, but he's on a good track as well, Wayne. Just needs to miss the ball. It's well played.
Oh, brilliant.
How short is Wayne's bowl, please? Wayne's about 6 inches short of jack height.
Just push through. Finishing a decent place though.
Yeah, might see him switch hands with his next one. It's a hard draw to get round that for the shot.
Just one down.
Yeah, I think he needs to change. I mean, it is there just round the bowl, but it's very, very tight for the angles. More chances on the 4.
Yeah, he could be a slightly under and get a slide off the front bowls down this side at least. More chances coming down the forehand.
If he runs, he's not far away.
Just not pushed it. His line was bang on.
Tried to stamp it in there. That didn't work. Not with them little legs. Both hands are available for Wayne as well. You know, he can front touch on his own shot, ball down the backhand, still gets him another shot. Won't make it any bigger.
Yeah, just sticking with his backhand draw. Takes a foot, 18 inches off his last. He'll probably count.
Either side of it he needs. Unlucky, good effort. Now, will Aaron just take a little chance here? See, he'll give himself that. A couple of options. I mean, he could play either hand with a bit of pace. You know, there's the forehand available as well. He's got his own shorter bowler of his underneath. He's got the jack. Split may be pretty good for him as well.
Yeah, there is options. Hard to. He could flick his own out and get nothing, I guess, but he's only got to add 18 inches on his previous draw, to be fair. He was on the perfect line. Interesting to see if he tries to attack this. Sticking with the draw, I think.
Line's pretty good.
Certainly looks further.
Who's after it now? Needs to miss. Oh, unlucky.
Clear road, I think he would have had that. His pace was probably just enough to draw the shot without the touch of his own. More difficult for Wayne to add another. Doesn't seem to like it. Possibly just pushed through it on the wide line.
Yeah, I think you're right. So another single for Wayne Willgress.
One shot, Wayne Willgress.
3
set
shots
score.
to 2. 3 ends
3
played.
after 3.
Don't forget, if you have just joined us, it's 2 sets of 9 ends in this event. 3 end tie break if needed. Is he going to make the spot? Has he made the spot? I think,
Close to it.
I think the jack is just ever
Measure,
the mat's just slightly ahead of the tee, so they may measure this.
It's only just, he's going to measure it.
Yeah, it's going to measure it. I can say, Wayne just having a look where the tee's somewhere within the mat, and it's going to be close either way. I think it's probably going to be 3 inches short, a couple of inches in. Minimum length, of course, is 23 metres from the front edge of the mat. It's close. Oh, yeah, it's just 2 inches, loads of room there, Darren.
Yeah. Yeah, he was cutting it fine. Not going to get much shorter than that, put it that way.
Jack length,
Bring the
23
mat right
metres.
up and you've got the extra bit behind the tee, but throwing it over the shortest dot, that's not going to get much closer than that. These short jacks, you know, the carpet's playing really good, a good pace, but it's at short jacks like this length here where you really feel like you are just letting them go. It's like playing on ice.
Sending a polystyrene cup. Well, they've both adjusted pretty well. Can make the trip, just a foot. Hit ball.
Good adjustment from his first.
You're about 16 inches past.
Oh, he's looking at it. Can it make the trip? Just gets over the top of the red one.
Yeah, well played.
Oh. It's a little bit unfortunate to finish that side of the jack in a way.
Only good thing for him is it probably forces Wayne to change hands. Put his first 2 down the backhand, which was a little surprising, although he maybe thinks at this shorter length it's more playable. Push through this. Chance for Aaron to repeat his last delivery. Suspect he's overplayed.
He did that last time and played a front toucher.
Yeah. Not far behind. New Sally was just over.
He's looking for something similar, even if he just turns his own bowl up to Aaron's.
Yeah. Really just trying to draw, touch his own, slip round it. Nope, still on his pace. Touches his own ball, he's got a chance. Yep.
Oh, played it well. Yeah, played it really well. Difficult pace, got the right connection and got the right result as well.
Just wonder if Arden will take a wee chance at this. Can't see much of the red ball, but if he can flick the edge of it, push it out, he makes a 3. A lot of danger. He clatters into the front stuff. I don't think he'll make it too much worse.
Yeah, I'm just looking. I mean, obviously, Wayne's got the best back position if the red ball connects with the jack. But the good thing is, the ball he actually plays should travel further back as well. So I can't see a disastrous result from this.
It's one of these you might just try. You know, if you miss it, you miss it. You lose a 1. You do happen to corner the ball out. Yeah, he's playing it. It's very close. Just needs to get the corner. Good effort.
Sigh of relief from Wayne.
Yeah, it was a good effort, that.
One shot, Willgress. Set score 3-3 after 4 ends.
Yeah, it's a tight first set. Squared all 3 all. 4 ends played. Most of the games across the green are at that 3 or 4 end mark. Jason Greenslade currently 6-2 up after 4 ends against
Jack
Stuart
high,
Anderson.
24 metres.
Mike Stepney trailing Robert Paxton 4-3 after 4 ends. Currently Les Gillett trailing Greg Harlow 2-3 after 3 ends. So very tight games. Good crowd in again today. Always well attended, this event.
Yeah, it's always very well supported. Yeah.
Good start.
I think it's also good for the sport that the Commonwealth Games coming back to Scotland as well. That's a bit of a boost.
Yeah, well, it's great to see bowls still within the games. Obviously, streamlined version of it. So still to be decided what exactly the format will be, and I believe it may be sort of indoor type portable rinks. Is what I'm led to believe. How many, I don't know. But yeah, always good to see a major event in the bowling world staying there. Some sports cut out of it, so the fact we're still in there, it's a bonus.
Oh, unlucky. Just got the wrong side of it.
This is where Wayne will try and add another one. Put some pressure onto Aaron, ask some questions of him. His line's really good. I think he's played this. Yeah, very good.
Yeah, makes 2. Doesn't really change Aaron's shot. It's still got down to the back bowl. Touch on the jack. Good.
Well, has he pushed this? Just looked like he didn't deliver it, I don't think. Looked like it just sort of didn't come out his hand the way his previous ones had. Imagine Wayne will add another here. The front stuff positioned the way it is, there's not going to be much of an attacking bowl left for Aaron. It's probably going to be a draw to save what he's down. Yep.
Oh, well played again.
Very good. Just closing the end off a bit.
Aaron looking for probably 2 feet 30 inches. Still can get that jack contact. I'd be happy to at least get second. Certainly further. How much further?
Oh, he's
It's
played,
not far away.
he's played a ball here. He's a little unlucky, I think. He'd be delighted to have certainly reduced it, but very unfortunate not to be line 2, to be honest.
He is, yeah. I think the seam must be somewhere around about there. You could see it just... I thought it wasn't going as far as that, and it just got another little fraction of a turn. Wayne's grabbed the mat, so Wayne still fences his bowl. Yep, Aaron agrees.
One shot, Wayne Willgress, set score.
He was very
after
unlucky,
5.
but certainly better than 3 down. Just joined us once again. A very good morning. Welcome down to West Lothian Indoor Bowls Club. Some fantastic games. Darren alongside me, he'll be taking to the show rink later at 1 o'clock against Nick Brett. That'll be another interesting game. You and Nick?
Yeah, absolutely. Watched it yesterday, played very well, so should be a good game if we both turn up. Another jack measure here. Looks slightly less than the last time, so this will be interesting. The last one was only up by a couple of inches. I would say it's probably about an inch or 2 shorter, so this has to be very close.
Oh, he's good with this jack, Wayne, isn't he? 23 metres and 2 inch.
Jack high, 23 metres.
I think you're being generous with the 2 inches. I think it's possibly an inch, but yeah. It's good shooting if that's where he's trying to put it. Good start.
Well, we're certainly being treated to some great play this morning.
An inch and a half. 20 inches short of jack high.
Switch hands, I think.
I think so as well. It's almost forced to play down the other hand.
So some effort.
Oh, well played, sir.
Great ball. Really good ball.
One down.
Switched hands.
3 inches in front.
I think Aaron's wishing it falls over quickly.
Yeah, it's, to be fair, it's sitting pretty good. I think Wayne will have to come up slightly over the pace and hopefully get a connection. Needs a bit of luck because he's just under.
Yeah.
Just asking if you can come and have a little look. That's perfectly acceptable. I mean, they've tried to say don't come up until your third bowl. It is up to the marker's discretion.
Yeah. Interesting choice here for Aaron. There's not much he can do to improve it. Just wonder if he would come round the back, you know, come towards the sort of respotted area and then say to Wayne, well, if you leave it, I've got a shot on the last one to make a few shots. Yep, I think that's what he's doing. Sensible. I like that play. Almost saying to Wayne, well, what are you going to do now? Are you going to cover the danger, accept you're one down? Or are you going to try and still make the shot? Quite a sensible play, that. See, Wayne's thinking about this pretty hard.
Yeah, like you say, Darren, is forcing him to think.
Yeah, you know, it's one of these ones where Wayne might think, well, I'm just going to come round and cover that area, and you know, if you get your one, fine. Just don't think Wayne can risk losing, you know, a 3 or 4 at this stage of the set.
Yeah. Shows you, doesn't it? You don't always have to get shot.
No, I think it was a really clever bowl of Aaron's.
I mean, the shot is still available. It just forces Aaron to play, you know, more precise pace, doesn't it? You know, he's got more chance of losing a shot if he's too adventurous. You know, you can look at him trying to say, well, if I get the outside or even solid on my own, get a little bit of jack movement for a 3, maybe a 4. But now he's got to really think and execute the pace.
Yeah, he's got to cut the pace out the shot, which makes it slightly harder to execute, as you say, and more risk of maybe giving it away. But yeah, I think I'd be playing it, you know, just play it with that sort of couple of feet of pace. If he lands the red ball, then he gets 2 anyway. If he turns his own onto the jack, he's probably making at least 2. Play it with confidence. This might just sit past though. It's a difficult hand to judge. Yep, not moving. Ties the score up though.
1 shot, Aaron Johnson, 4-4 after
6 ends.
Yeah, it's a good standard of play this morning. Nice and tight.
I think I was still going for it. Like proper goalkeeper. The problem is, I proper go for it. It might make 3, I suppose. It didn't angle. You then had race spot, I could see just putting one down. I don't know, that was a half a different one. I always took the. I don't think you can blame him for actually going for it. No.
Jason Greenslade against Stuart Anderson. They are 6-all after 6. Michael Stepney against Robert Paxton. Michael is 5-4 after 5. Les Gillett 6. Greg Harlow 2 after 5. Really good games.
Jack length 29.5 metres.
So into the business end of this set. Can't split them at the moment. I think sometimes when there's a set this good and so tight, sometimes it just comes down to that little rub here or a little bad rub there.
Yeah, there's certainly not been much to split them so far.
Just got that wide line. It does have a tendency to stick, doesn't it, that ball wide? Certainly better line. It'll finish a bit more. Well played.
Yep, good adjustment. Catch the ball or the jack. It's good. Oh. Good thought. Good head for him the way it's shaping.
Yeah, it's in for shot. Surprised. I thought Aaron may have just elected to stay with that. Played such a good ball, now he's got to run the risk of running into the other red ball. Not a million miles away, will he just bend underneath? Oh.
Chance for Wayne here just to draw another shot. Just needs to run, his line's all over it. Well played. It's a good 2 to lie at this stage of the set.
Well, where that bowl is, that's where Aaron's last bowl went. So if he plays something very similar, it's going to be very close. Keep it to the same difficult pace.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to lose his own, does he?
Doesn't want to take his own out and drop a 4. He's just got to go a bowl higher, same sort of pace. What he doesn't want to do is just overplay it. His hand will sit wide if he does. Well, he's got a chance. Real big chance if he gets the jack. Oh, he's played it.
Got it.
What a turnaround. He's made 3 or 4.
Wow.
It was a massive bowl. Couldn't have played it any better. Just gets the outside of the jack, pushes it over. Now lies 3 or 4 shots.
Well, Wayne, no pressure, but your daughter Ella and the whole of the class is watching this. I've just been told, all tuning in to support Ella's dad. No pressure here, Wayne. Then
It's
a load of school kids ready to beat you up if you miss.
It's always difficult when you think you might have a chance to draw for 3 and suddenly you're now facing 3 or 4 down. It's a big turnaround. He's going for a runner. He looks under. Don't know what connection he gets though. He's certainly under what he's looking for.
Oh my goodness. Dearie me. I mean, he was off target. You know, he's got a little bit of a off-centre double bounce.
Willgress, set score 5-4 after 7 ends.
It's a massive result.
Ella and the kids are going wild, I'm sure they are.
Yeah, it was a maximum. He was probably 18 inches under his target.
I'll just go and run out with a sick bucket for Aaron. After that, kids, I'd go back to your English or maths, definitely. Well, what did I say about an end ago? It may just come down to that little bit of luck or bad luck.
Yeah, that's what happens. You know, Aaron played an absolutely phenomenal bowl to make the 3 or 4. You don't always have to be 100% on target. It's a funny game at times. I think Aaron would have accepted the connection if he still scored 1 or 2 at least, but to lose the shot, he'll be a bit gutted. No issue this time, the jack's about 3 feet further.
Jack length 24 metres.
Good you have over the spot.
Good start here from Wayne.
great reply as well. Getting 2 great opening balls from both players.
Yeah, I think both players are just sort of bringing the best out of each other at the moment. Just this one looks like to be building something, the other one plays a big ball. A bad effort back.
Tip for tap. Just shows you how good this rink is, Darren, doesn't it? Some great play all over the green, different lengths, off-centred jacks, fabulous.
Yeah, it's really good to see ball for ball. Can Aaron keep the sequence going?
I think he's short. It looks like it needs to run.
Yeah, just underplayed.
A little limp in for 2.
Yep, just enough. No, can he bend?
Just top side. Can it
Oh,
come with it?
he's got
Has
it.
done.
He's got it. Great ball. No. Looking at the angles, expect it's just really a forehand draw. Interesting end actually, to be fair. It's all Wayne, his first ball up the backhand, his second one up the forehand, his third one up the backhand, so might be a fourth one down the forehand. Should maybe make that a new rule.
Yeah.
2 off each side. I think he's got to just try and draw this, at least get a good second so he doesn't lose a 2. He's trying to convince himself, but he's going to play a wee runner here. Bump onto his own front one.
Can it hold?
Starts to go now, I think. He's not going to turn anything else in at least, but he has left the door open for a 2 now. A massive amount of room, but you've probably got a foot all round the jack. A nice swinging hand.
Is he in for another?
Yeah, he's played it really good. Really good ball. One shot lead. At the last end of the set.
Shots,
There's
Aaron
nothing
Johnson.
been
Set
in
score
this set
6
really
after
at all.
8 ends.
Most it's been in it was when Arden scored a 3 at the second end to take a 3-1 lead. That's the most amount of shots there's been in the set. Some cracking stuff.
I think it's been the best first set since the tournament started on this rink. I think definitely it's been really, really interesting. It was always going to be an interesting, good game anyway, between 2 good players. But it's, I think it's just been outstanding this morning. So Jason Greenslade has just taken the first set against the defending champion Stuart Anderson. Michael Stepney is 8-4 ahead after 7 ends against Robert Paxton, and Les Gillett is 8-2 ahead after 7 against Greg Harlow. So, who's going to take this first set? Could be anybody's game the way they're playing.
How far off the tee is that?
Advantage Aaron.
Short odds on a tied set.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me, mate. Would not surprise me. It's to run, it's to yard.
That's very true, actually, yeah.
So, the door's just left slightly open for Wayne with the first bolt. Will he take full advantage? I think he has done.
Yep, it's a good opener. Just pulling up that 18 inches or so short though. Still room. Switch your hand for Aaron. Switching onto his forehand. He's already waving at it. It's fortunately he never listens once it's left the hand. Just over the pace.
Yeah, he knew it was too. He knew it was a little bit too quick, but I don't think he's finished too bad there. Yep, marker Martin Jenkins favours Wayne's bowl, a short one. So he'll be looking at just trying to get one slightly closer.
Yeah, he'll be looking to add sort of that 18-20 inches on his first. Wants to try and come round his own if he can. Well, turning it's going to help. Yep. Big difference now. The lie 6-7 inches off the jack.
How far short is the side red bowl, please?
Is he thinking of playing a full draw down the backhand underneath?
Just wonder if he's asking if it's two.
I think it's just the one, isn't it? From the angle, I'm going to go for just the one. I mean, he's either got that forehand draw again, or he could play a little bit more adventurous down the backhand, just a full draw underneath, gets the bowl, turns the jack. I think he's sticking with the forehand, looking at his feet.
Well, the thing with this forehand is it's all about pace. If he plays this with good pace, it will come back. He's close.
Played it. He's played it.
Will it stop?
Beats the tee.
Oh, he's just run on, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right.
He liked it too, he chased it. He knew it was starting to bend, so he knew he had decent weight, but I think he just overran.
I didn't think it was going to just get past the tee, but it has done. I thought as long as it gets to the tee or beats the tee, he'd have got the shot out of that, but it hasn't. But it's a better second for him. Obviously, you know, Wayne will be looking to try and add here to try and just sneak this first set from under Aaron's feet.
Ideally, Wayne would prefer probably to be drawn on his backhand, just round his front one. Good weight, he will get back round it. Just has to land on that nearest bowl of arms really to make the two. His line's good.
He can just get back to Aaron's bowl.
I think he's played this. I think he's played it. Oof.
Oh, I think it's probably just the one.
Not to tell.
Doesn't change Aaron's shot, of course. It's got, you know, yeah, I think looking at Aaron, little laugh and a joke between him and Wayne, I think it's just not good enough for the extra shot needed. Aaron just really needs to beat his own. Anything full ball inside his own should guarantee him the shot.
I think Wayne could have played that ball much better, so maybe he just isn't quite on to get round the front one and back in. Big ball for Aaron. Isn't far away with his last.
Looking at the mannerism. Well, he's stalking.
He's interested in it, I'll tell you that much. He's
Needs
not
to bend.
perfect. He's carrying too much pace, it just sits there.
be a bit disappointed this time, won't he? So, chance for Wayne to sneak this first set.
Don't get too even.
Aaron shouts up to Wayne, is it 2? Wayne shouts no.
No, but it might be in a minute.
Oh. Backhand draw to sneak this first set. Line's good. How's the pace? Line's good. He's going to in the back of it.
They're going to turn it enough though.
Oh, robbed. So it looks like a single for Wayne Willgress, and that's going to be a tied first set. 6 shots apiece, I think. Of course, you're going to ask for a measure.
Yeah.
But
I think
Martin Jenkins is really a really good judge.
It's wishful thinking more than anything else.
Yeah. Chucks are going in.
Did say short odds on a tied set.
Les Gillett's just taken the first set against Greg Harlow. So let's have a look. It's going to be close. Oh, I think it's gone through pretty quickly, that. Obviously has to go back to the original ball just to make sure the measure hasn't moved at all. Yep, 1 it is. 6 all.
1 shot, win Willgress, first set tie.
Well, we'll have some of the same again, Darren, I think, please, in this second set.
Yeah, it was a really good set of balls, and to be fair, a tied set probably is just about right. I think neither player probably would have deserved to lose the set. Both had times when they looked like they were going to score a multiple, and the other player played big balls.
Jack length 29 metres.
One result for Wayne that was, on the fortunate side, but he did play well in the set up to that point. So yeah, I think a draw is just about right.
Yeah, that was the only different end, wasn't it? That 7th end where Wayne played 3 absolutely amazing balls, early on. Aaron played a great conversion shot with his last ball. Wayne was a little bit off target, got maximum result, of course. Went from 4 down to 1 up. So completely forgetting about that ball. Concentrate here and just carrying on playing exactly the same as he's been playing all morning.
Yeah, absolutely. Just looking across the rinks in the background there, it appears Robert Paxton has come back for a tied set as well. So Mike Stepney and Robert Paxton tying the first set 8 all. 2 half sets in one session, don't often see that. Les Gillett managed to win that first set against Greg Harlow. So Jason Greenslade 1-0 up on Stuart Anderson. Les Gillett won the first set 1-0 up on Greg. Mike and Robert tied set. Just as they start their second sets over there as well. Good adjustment from Arden. Duster up in the air. Just overplayed, yeah, knew you sell. It's a really nice big swinging hand, but you know yourself when you let them go, you've just pushed through it too much. Always finds its way back to the middle, that hand.
Well, this is only a narrower line it should be. Will it hold up though? Hold up. Just lacking a yard maybe. It was always just slightly under the head, but it's actually probably counting.
Yeah, it's sort of made it more awkward for Wayne.
Yes, 3.
3.
I think the fact it's 3, it maybe just forces him to try and draw a good second.
It's an inch
Being
short
3,
of
you
Jack
might
High.
be tempted to run at it, but when you're 3 down and there's that much room, you probably just try and draw a second shot here. He's tempted. He is tempted.
He's playing the backhand, yeah.
Yeah, he's sticking with a draw, but down the backhand. Can draw the shot here. He'd be very happy to get second, I think.
Just needs to get over the top of his own, has done.
Just.
In for second.
Just enough.
So still plenty of room. He'll just probably just drift round the forehand again. Outside of it is the obvious choice. As long as he misses it, he won't be too far away with his good pace. Wants to put the brakes on now.
Just ran out, I think.
Yeah, I think it's just the one. Well, he's had a look at everything here.
Yeah, I think he wants to run it, but risk against reward. A lot of risk, unless he was to somehow get the underneath of the jack and force it out this direction. The right hand side of the rink is not good for him, but it's unlikely the jack would end up there. He does have the same shot as he played with his last one, to be honest, just over the draw. He's got his own coming in. That's the shot.
Yep. Just wants to get inside his own. I think it's top side. Just
Well,
top side.
turns that. Oof. Had good pace for it. It was the sort of pace to play it with, I think. Maybe still a double option there. If he did turn his own front one, he would have been bringing it in.
One shot, Aaron Johnson. 0-1 first end.
So 1 for Aaron.
I thought my last one was good.
Where's he going with this mat? This is the length that Wayne was playing, but in the opposite direction. Wayne was keeping the mat right back, playing just over the pin. Aaron brought it
Jack,
almost
23
right
meters.
up. Yep, about 5 inches short of, so 5 inches more than 23 metres. You can see the first spot there just in front of the mat. Good start.
Yeah, do get a new length.
There's a difference of 7.5 metres possible. 23 metres the minimum, 30.5 metres the maximum playable length tee to tee on this green with a 3 metre tee. Top side, which is good. Gets to the bowl. Well played. It's always in play if it's just past the jack.
Wayne's chasing this one up. He's down the sort of tighter line. Not go far if his pace is good though.
Martin favours Aaron's bowl. Again, just ever so slightly up. Just that foot. Again, just floating one down this slightly narrower line, just looking for a connection of his own, or back to the jack would be good. Little touch, yeah, back to the jack. Played it well.
Well played.
Big chance for Aaron now. Half and away.
Yeah, he's got a nice shot to play here. Just gets inside his own one and turns that last ball out. Any sort of jack movement is going to be okay as well.
So obviously he's got his own shorter bowl, which is there available to be used. You know, he could get a little cheeky edge if he's that bowl wide, helping get a good angle on the shot bowl.
Yeah, to be fair, that's probably the best result, is just getting the wee corner of his own. Takes the pace off his shot and might sit for 3 then if he turns the ball out. It's one of these ones you quite like the look of when you go to the mat. Oh, he's stalking it.
Well, Aaron wants to get just underneath it now.
Oh, he's
In for shot, is it?
I don't know if it is. Just got his own bowler slightly thicker contact than he wanted. Almost the perfect shot.
He played less pace than I thought. I think he was playing for just the trail on the jack, was he? He's having a good look. He's asking Martin to have a look. Slightly favours the green sticker, so Martin slightly favours Aaron. I slightly favour Aaron. Are you going to go for Aaron as well, Down? Or are you going to go the other way?
I was going to say I thought Wayne was lying, but
Okay.
to be fair, Martin's on the rink. Yeah, it's interesting, just the angles. From an angle, it just looked like red was sitting slightly closer. It's slightly further down the rink, but just shows you the angles.
There's a lot of danger here for Wayne. I mean, one, it's early on in that first set. Would you just try just a nice draw? Just try and sneak round that brown bowl. If he plays any kind of weight and gets a nasty connection, could be losing a 3. Or, you know, if he plays right through it, plays the ball straight through onto the jack.
Interesting to see what the position is on the left-hand respot there. You know, he might be lying two shots. It's hard to know the angle we've got here, but that's the key for me. If he has the respot on that side, then he could play it more attacking. Doesn't want to just mess about with it. I think if he's going to play it, he'll play it pretty positive. Just on the wide side. Measure.
If I want to jinx it or not, so I'd like to stay away, but I think I'm alright.
Here come the little calipers.
I'm gonna jinx it. So I just...
Well, you've got to have steady hands for this, Down. I'm glad I'm not doing it. Oh, look at that. Oh. You almost hold it against the bowl and then just rub it down against the jack, don't you? Because obviously the balls are heavier. A direct vertical movement, look against the bowl, straight down. Try to get as close as you can.
Very simple but accurate piece of equipment. I think players are always happy to see the calipers come out.
Ooh. God, that's close. Oh, hang on a minute. Now he hasn't. You might be right here, Dan. I might owe you a pound. Seems to go through there pretty easy.
Oof.
Oh no, you owe me a pound.
One shot, Aaron Johnson.
First
Set
answer.
score 0-2 after 2 ends.
That was tight. Well done, Martin. Called that one well.
There's the big scoreboard. Look, as you can see, Les Gillett won the first set. Michael Stepney, Robert Paxton, half each because that's a tied set. Paco's 2-1 up after 2. Jason Greenslade, he won the first set against defending champion and is 1 ahead after 4, I think it was, going in that second set. So again, all around the greens.
Jack length 29 metres.
Nice to see Ron on again, watching him from his hospital bed. Hope you're okay, pal.
Just a couple of feet short. Line was good. Good start there from Wayne. Just underplayed again here. Line bang on.
There's a foot gap. Here, there's about a 4-inch gap.
Well, need to just about, I think. A nice draw here for Aaron. The line twice, just underplayed them. Can he make just the right adjustment?
Just over.
Very close for a second.
Come on, Martin, you called one the
Yeah.
last end. Stop sitting on the fence. Really, come on.
Splinter, we'll call him.
Just when I'd said what a great call he made. And then he sits on the
And he
fence.
sits on the fence. Yeah,
Not quite reaching here, I don't think, but he will rock that ball, so if it was close before, it might just have done enough. It's amazing on an indoor surface, if you just touch a ball, sometimes rocks it just enough.
Wayne's indicating 1 to us. Oh, just looking to drop 2 feet on his previous bowl. Is it reaching? Is it reaching? No, I don't think he's making the trip, is he?
Oof,
Nearly.
he nearly made it. It's certainly a better second. Wouldn't change anything for Wayne, he'd just be trying to play a forehand draw. Just stick out on the wide line. Trust you've got good weight. Let it bend back.
Wafting it out, he must think he's under the line.
Yeah, just lacking a bit of pace as well, I think, really.
One shot, win Willgress.
One shot, win Willgress. Set score 1-2 after 3 ends.
So Wayne bounces back with a single, just one in it, just like the first set, nice and tight. Just noticed there, it's quite interesting, Darren, Robert Paxton's actually for the first time playing in glasses.
Yeah, I was speaking to Robert yesterday in the 28 degrees heat or whatever we were playing, and he says his glasses were steaming up.
I like Robert being dramatic.
He was needing demisters on them, I think. Was warm, I'll have to confess. I went on the session after them, and it was pretty toasty out there.
Jack length 29.5 metres.
Now Wayne, can you get that first one in close?
He's
That's
listened.
good. Yeah, very good. Good opening ball.
It's somewhere in the area. Can it just sneak top side of it first? If he falls him back. No, the bowl though.
Yeah, it's a good opener, a nice close second.
Top.
Can't decide whether
Back high.
to switch hands or keep his draw.
Like what?
Don't know if the ball maybe has.
I think something, yeah. Something moved last minute. Yeah, Wayne was looking probably just to turn that jack out of sight before Aaron gets to it.
What's the gap between mine and Wayne's bowl, please?
Yeah, I think Aaron will be down that same hand, forehand. There's some good ones down this hand, to be fair.
Nope.
Having a good clap his hands, I don't think he likes it. Nope. Looks a better effort.
That's a brown bowl. It's a good bowl, a little bit unlucky.
Well, I just wonder, whether he'll keep his draw or go a wee bit more quick. Might just make the shot easier.
Solid on the jack,
And
bowl.
yeah, just increase the speed sometimes on this hand, makes it an easier shot. He is. He's stalking it down.
Wants his own full now because he's just under it.
Oh, he's under the. Oh, my word. Well. It's 1-1 in that stake,
Yeah,
I think.
we'll give them that.
He's certainly under what he was probably hoping for. Maximum result of the plant. Couldn't have finished in a better spot as well. It's tucked in front of that jack nicely. Wayne will be aware that he probably wants to try and turn the ball out, but if he gets the wrong connection and pushes it through onto the jack, he's then going to give Arden loads of room to add a second. Difficult choice here, what to play. That's why he's looking at it long and hard.
Got to get a result landing on that third ball, kind of just running off the pack, kind of pushing his own ball further back and then making the connection that way.
I think that's the sort of area he has to be into if he's wanting to try and get the shot, but I think, you know, he's well aware that if he pushes it, as I say, onto the jack and the ball doesn't go as far as the ditch, he's going to give Arden loads of room to get to. The moment he's one down, it's probably hard for Arden to get a second, but if he wants to make the shot, he's probably got to try and attack it. He's playing. Just gonna get connection on the front. Oof.
Wasn't far away from that plant, was he?
What does Arden do? Because he's got now one at the back of the rink. He could play a sort of attacking ball, push his own onto the jack, he might make 2 or 3. If he gets the red ball out, he makes 2 or 3. It's maybe worth a shot. He sort of had a good look at it with his last. He probably doesn't need quite so much pace as he played with the last one, but he's had a good look at the line. Chance of making 2 or 3 if he plays this right.
Got more rags on the go than a washerwoman there. He's got 2 on the bank, 1 on the green, 3 down that end. Yeah, he's taking a chance. Bowl onto the jack.
It's a tough shot to play with this pace. He's in the area, I'll tell you. He is very close to getting the ball out for 3.
Oh,
what a ball.
Oh, chipsticks, my goodness.
He played that really well.
Let's have a look at that. Either the bowl onto the jack or the red ball
Johnson.
solid, like Darren just said, played very difficult pace but
Set score,
executed that
1-5
shot
after
so
4.
well. Great.
Yeah, it was a really good ball. He certainly, he's taken full advantage of it by playing an outstanding last ball. In a tight match, he's now taken a 5-1 lead after 4 ends of this set, so still plenty to do, but in the context of how this game's went, it's a bit of a lead.
Jack length 29 metres.
Greg Harlow taking a good lead in his second set against Les Gillett 7-1 after 4 ends, having lost that first set. Paxton's 4-2 up in the second set, having tied the first set. And Stuart Anderson is slightly ahead in the second set, 7-5 against Jason Greenslade, having lost that first set. Swings and roundabouts all across the scoreboard.
Yeah, very good start from Wayne.
The last ball's about 7 inches short of Jack Kai. You're about 14.
Switch of sides here for Alan. On the backhand. Waving it on.
making Wayne think he's probably sat just in the draw line there. Probably get just underneath it. Maybe even round it if he finished a foot past, but don't want to run the risk into landing on Aaron's bowl, so decided to play the backhand.
This looks a little underplayed here. Right, this could be the overcorrection. Push through it on that wide line, it'll just sit there. Lost it.
A rush of blood.
Yeah, I don't think he would have been trying to chase that too much. I think he's just overplayed it on that wider line, and it does push on. Wayne, can you run? Might just sneak in. He has.
Was that Nick, by the way? Sorry? Was that Nick? That was a Nick. Well, no. At 1 foot, Nick.
No, you've got to make your mind up. If you're going to attack it, I would be attacking it more direct and playing that in-between shot. Either that or you stick with your draw. Still drawable.
The only thing is, as you know, Darren, that if you're playing the draw, I think you sometimes get sucked into playing a reaching draw. 9 times out of 10, you just seems to stick wide, doesn't it, with that kind of yard or two of pace on that backhand. I think, like you say, a bit more direct, keep it a bit more simpler, maybe. Run that jack straight through into the back ditch. Playing that reaching draw. Will he get that hold at the end? Yeah, that was what I was worried about, playing that shot.
Yeah, it's the first time I would say in the match I would question Aaron's choice of shot there. Just so difficult down that side of the rink to play with that pace he played it with. Could be a costly error of judgment. If Wayne can add a third, he's right back in the set.
So, looking to get that 3 shots back straight away. Needs to run a good couple of feet.
He's missed the chance.
Well, still narrows the deficit, just down to 2. And Johnson leads 5-3. 4 ends to play.
Jack length 27.5 metres.
Yeah, decent start.
Not hanging around. Quick play, Aaron. Straight down after it.
He's on a good track as well, to be fair. Can he run?
Not far away. Well played. Sits in for shot. Again, he's down the throat.
He's put it very well.
Oh, brilliant. Oh, inch perfect. Live bowl as well, got a nice little touch of the jack, that'll help.
What's Wayne's side bowl in relation to the jack, please?
I think it'll all depend on whether this ball is actually sat against the jack. If it is, it just needs to make contact, Darren, doesn't he, with just any pace?
Yeah, no, he does, but yeah, he's probably tempted to go on the forehand.
Wayne's nearly touching it, and
Just because he knows he's got a few options there. He could come off the sort of wide red bowl and across, draw into the gap between the two bowls and just touch the jack. He's probably got a lot more chances down this side, but it's a harder side to play it on.
He's decided to leave it and purposely play for the respot first.
Needs to run a long way to get to that respot.
Okay, yeah.
Game of cat and mouse now, because I would imagine probably forces Wayne to get out there, cover that last bowl. One of these ends, it's similar to the end in the first set where Wayne has to leave the head as it is now and just get something round in that area of that bowl.
Yep, that one's off.
Yeah, trying just to get into that area to cover a possible spring of the jack.
Sorry, can I come have a look, please?
I don't know, I didn't just stay down the far end in the first play. He ran back up to beat Wayne and then went back down again. Must be doing a sponsored walk for someone, getting the extra steps in.
No, the Jason Greenslade Stuart Anderson game is now starting a tie-break. Stuart's managed to win the second set. They're starting their tie-break now.
After this end, mate, I'm going to have some extra toilet.
Robert Paxson remains 7-3 up. Second set of his match against Mike Stepney. As Gillett trails Craig Harlow 2-9. He's stalking this one down. Can he get any contact? Just not quite.
Really? I say any little nibble would have done. Wayne just trying to cover every single angle, every single bit of weight that Aaron could play. I still think it is just that very tiny little nibble. I mean, he could whack it right out into the open, but I think it is just play for the touch. I mean, it's one down. Look at it. That'd be 5-4, 3 ends to play. Doesn't want to try something and get some freak result. So just draw up to it, try and release it. If he can just release it, 6-3. Massive compared to 5-4 going into the last few ends.
Just has to guard against trying to play this with dead weight because he doesn't want to spring it 2 or 3 feet. Now he might be 2 or 3 down if he does that.
Needs to run. Needs to run.
I think he was aware of the risks there, just tried to play it with the perfect pace, just to touch it.
One shot, win Willgress. Set score 4-5 after 6 ends.
So Aaron has just asked for a very quick comfort break, so whilst he does, let's have a look at what's coming up for you at 1 o'clock. So 1 o'clock, the show game is going to be Nick Brett taking on Darren Bennett to the side of me here, and then on rink 2 on the outer rinks you've got Mervyn King against David Gourlay, probably the two most senior players on the tour. They're taking on each other, really good friends. You know, I think they've only played each other maybe 3 or 4 times in about 30 years, so that's quite interesting as well. Rink number 3, the other qualifier that's still going, that's Darren Weir takes on fellow Scottish guys Jason Banks, and a big one on the end rink. Rink number 4 is going to be Mark Dawes and then Paul Foster. And then don't forget at 3:45 that's going to be the first half of the quarterfinals. That'll be live on BBC iPlayer and BBC Sports pages. And then at 6:30 that'll be the other half of the quarterfinals as well. So obviously we don't know who's going to be on there, what the draw looks like, because obviously it's redrawn at the end of every single round. So if you keep your eye on the social media pages, we'll let you know exactly what's going on and who's playing who as well.
Racing choice from Wayne, just to continue as he's quite right to do. He's rolled his jack and his first bowl. He's decided he wants to keep his rhythm going. Now obviously has to wait for Aaron to return, but it's an interesting one. Some players would just stop completely and reset, but decided to get the jack cast and first bowl away. Just slightly over the pace. Good correction here though. Very good from Wayne.
Sat nicely right in front as well.
There's about 2-inch gap. Just one down. Just the one.
No, Aaron, can you get back? Good effort.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. He's finishing a great place, because I think if he gets to it again with his next, he probably gets the shot.
Aaron's behind. There's a 5-inch gap.
No. Just drifted across into the somewhere close to the drawn line for Aaron's bowl, so I'll just come up and see how the angles look. Just have the option of just trying to play over the pace, perhaps down the other side, lift the red ball onto the jack, turns it off, he gets the shot.
I still think there's plenty of room down this forehand. Like I say, if he can just almost get, you know, a front touch on his own bowl and sit, it wouldn't be far away from getting the shot. If he does get down to the jack, then fair play. But I do think on a good pace he will get there.
Well, he can certainly draw that, there's no doubt about it. It's drawable, the way that hand plays, but yeah, he's just going down this backhand, trying that in-between shot. Has he got the pace though? This looks like he's drifting under. Oh, nearly.
Oh, he nearly fell the other way. He fell back against the bars that would have been in. Growl from Wayne. Wayne has to just take that chance of getting another bowl in here, doesn't he? Because Aaron will probably have that chance of trying to flick that bowl away. 3 seconds, I think it looks like. It's definitely 2, probably 3 from here.
Yeah, it's an interesting one, this, the way the end's shaping up, you know. I think he's got to try and get another one in there. He's aware that the back position of the rink's probably against him as well, but for the jack to move, Aaron would have to be playing onto that red ball of Wayne's, and it's surely going to come through with somewhere near the back of the rink, so just don't think he can leave it as it is. Looking at the back position, but big risk if he leaves that shot there for Aaron.
That's the problem. You're either kind of trying to draw another win and say, well, you know, take the chance, you go and hit it, or just plonk one on the tee, covers everything, and then Aaron has to play the bowl away and no contact, which is slightly harder, just hitting the target. Robert Paxton has just defeated Michael Stepney, 1.5 to half.
He's going backhand. He must be trying to put something round, I think. Yeah, trying just to get through here, I think. Slip through to these brown balls. Yeah, it's a good area. Still leaves a chance.
Going to say that needs to play the flick and get no movement on that jack at all. He's 1 down anyway. I think the trouble now is if he plays the red ball onto the jack and that everything moves backwards. You know, it depends on the connection. If it flicks one side, it could drop a 3. If it flicks the other side, it could nearly pick a 3 up.
I think he's just got to play it with the right pace. You know, I don't think he can risk going too quick attack, because if he gets his own brown balls out of there, he could lose a few as well. So you're right, the connection could bounce the wrong way. Personally, I think he just probably plays this on the forehand, perhaps just over the draw. Try and just turn the red ball twice. Give himself a chance of landing on his own back one and dropping back in. Don't think he can risk it with too much more than that. He's 5-4 up, 3 ends to go.
Stuart Anderson, the defending champions, bounced back and just managed to beat Jason Greenslade there on a tiebreak 2-0. Well, Aaron, big bowl. Playing delicate pace. Well. Just missing, I think. Oh, very close.
Yeah, good effort.
1 shot, win, Willgress.
1 shot, win Willgress, set score 5-5 after 7 ends.
5-all after 7 ends. Very, very tight game. Very hard to call at the moment. It's after a 6-all draw in the first set, so many shots scored across the game.
Jack length 30 meters.
Wayne wasn't convinced when he let it go. Just slightly over the pace. His line was good. Bad opener. This is a good start.
Again, it's just another set that could really go either way. Oh, not quite sure what that noise was from Wayne.
Different. Missed a chance to get one in there, I think. Expect Wayne to make the adjustment here. First one was just a little bit too far. Slightly over adjusted wee second.
Can't be too far away.
I expect this one to be closer. And it is.
Is the last bowl past the jack, please?
2 inches past Jack K.
Well, this is having a look as well. Can he just hold up for the right result? Can he just hold up for the right result?
He's played it. Oh,
Very unlucky.
hard to believe he touched the jack and he's still not got the shot, I don't think.
No, definitely one down. I was shouting at it, but it didn't work. Wayne having a really good look at this. It's very difficult in a way to either add one or make it even safer. You know, Aaron's got that ball right down the back of the... You wouldn't want to be dropping a 3 here. Would you kind of say, well, okay, the red ball's kind of half locked in. Would he just leave it and go to cover that back position?
I think I would be playing the forehand, just trying to get the best back ball in. Something round in that back corner of the rink. There's not much you can do in the head to make it better. These ones you just try and cover around the back and hope your opponent misses. Yeah, that's what he's trying. Good area.
Yeah, he's tried to get the back and the spot.
Yeah, good area that. That's all he could do, I think. Does he play one of his? Does he play one of his forehand runners? He's played a few good ones in the match. And come down that forehand and get quite solid onto the red ball. He could just about turn it out and make the 3. He gets the ball, then the jack. He should come running through with it. He does have one at the back as well, so
It'll dependent on whether the jack gets one of those double bounces. Sometimes, you know, it can, you actually hit it, but it ricochets or something. It flies off at a ridiculous angle. I don't think there's a way that Aaron could be very unlucky. I mean, it's all square anyway. I can't see anywhere that Aaron could probably lose a 2.
no, it's options for him. He wasn't far away with his last. He could still keep that backhand draw and just try and turn the jack a few inches again, guarantee the shot. It depends how confident he feels. It's a forehand, so it is a little runner.
Needs to hold up.
Yeah, he's under, I think.
1 to you.
So this set, it's Wayne that will have the 1-shot advantage going into the final end.
Willgress, set score 6-5 after 8 innings.
6-5 is the score. Just looking on the far end rink. Les Gillett, Greg Harlow tie break. Greg Harlow took the first end of the tiebreak. Les is lying 2 on the second end of the tiebreak.
Yeah, it's been a good run of ends for Wayne from 5-1 down. He's won the last 4 ends. Only picked up 5 shots, but
Not a bad start, 18 inches away. Didn't like it.
no, I pushed it.
Ten inches short.
Not many games we get 2 tied sets, but if it's going to be any game, it's going to be this one. Yep, just drifting by. Still 18 inches of room for Aaron.
Yeah, still room here. Wants to make this one count.
There's got a foot gap.
Well, not too far away, you know.
Oh,
He's
well
drawn
played.
this.
He's well played. Very well played. Back touch up.
Sigh of relief.
Change your hand for Wayne. He'll be trying to get into this. Spring the jack. Looks close. Can he hold?
Oh! Very, very close. Not far away at all.
Such has been the closeness of this game that almost on the brink of winning the match, and you could easily lose it in one bowl. So I think if I was Arden, I would just be trying to draw a second shot, get a match light, put all the pressure onto Wayne. I wouldn't even look to cover. I would just try and put another one in there, make sure you're lying the match, and ask Wayne to play a big bowl with his last.
Yeah, when the chance is there to win a game, you've got to take it, haven't you? Not much danger. I mean, the only bad result would be probably finishing just slightly wide, slightly short. And finish centre rink. Either just past or just short would be great. Well, he's watching it.
I think he's well played.
Just needs to stop now. Needs to stop.
I think he's good. Yep.
Yeah. It's in for 2. Has found the centre of the rink as well, so it doesn't make it any bigger at all. Game down. What do you do, Darren? Do you just try and get second, or would you actually just would you play for the win?
I think he's got to play a similar bowl to his last. He was so close. Just you're not going to want to be short on it, so you just try and trust yourself, have good pace. You can land the bowl or the jack. He was so close with his last.
Doesn't like it. Nope. Oh, I think he was just stuck between 2 minds, was it? Yeah, he is. Hang on. Nope, that's fine. Just lacking a little bit of weight, so it's going to be 2 shots for Aaron Johnson, and he's going to take this game against Wade
2 shots,
Willgress.
second set in the match, Aaron Johnson.
Tied set and a 1 set, so that's 1.5 to a half. That's a great win for the qualifier, isn't it, Darren?
Yeah, absolutely. It was a really good match. There was nothing to pick between both players. You know, it was probably a fitting of a tie-break, but great last end from Aaron to get over the line. And congratulations to him.
First of all, thank you for joining me in comms once again this morning, and secondly, good luck with your game at 1 o'clock, mate.
Thank you.
Right, everybody, so let's have a look at what we have for the rest of the day. Next session is 1 o'clock, so in around about an hour's time. And on the show rink for your enjoyment is Nick Brett against Darren Bennett. And we'll be back for that at 1 o'clock. So from everybody here at the World Bowls Tour and indeed the International Open, bye-bye for now.